Well, nail biters were the rule. Southern Illinois took over first place last night. Missouri State ekes out a victory, and Drake, well, they just survived. Good morning. I'm Harry Schroeder. This is Wednesdays in the Valley, a weekly edition of ValleyHoopsInsider.com. Here I am, the editor, the side host of the show. Glad you're with us this morning on a snowy day in St. Louis. Dug out, got to the studio to bring this to you. The three home teams survived last night, and that's really what they all three did. You know, when people told me that Southern Illinois and Murray State would be a big rivalry, they are a rivalry. I just believe them, not having experienced it myself. The wise people that know about those programs told me that. And boy, last night's game had everything you wanted in a rivalry game. Big crowd, drama, tight contest, a lot of emotions. Southern Illinois wins it last night, 68-64. And for the moment, they are alone in first place. They're 9-2 in the Valley play. The Salukis were down 4 points, couple minutes left in the game. They turned it into a 4-point win. They shut out the Racers the final 98 seconds of the game to secure that win. Lance Jones gets 19. Marcus Damask had 17 for SIU. Brian Moore is really coming on for Murray State these days. He had 19 for the Racers. The emotions ran high afterwards. There was some pushing and shoving, fans, players, etc. I've talked to a couple people on site and really haven't gotten to the bottom of it, but still working on that as well. UIC took Missouri State to the wire last night, and like in Carbondale, the home team pulled it out in the last few seconds. The Flames led by 1 point, 57-56, with 75 seconds left. But Missouri State outscored them 7-2 down the stretch. They win at 63-59. Dana Ford told us earlier in the week he had to get Alston Mason more involved. Well, the sophomore guard scored 19 points last night, so I guess he got involved just fine. Donovan Clay also had 19 for the Bears. They raised their record to 7-4, lurking just 2 games out of first place. UIC, they've lost 8 in a row, and they fall to 1-10 league play in league play. But last night's 4-point loss was their 4th of those 8 games that they lost by 6 or fewer points. They're a much better team than their record indicates. And Drake, they couldn't have played a better first half last night. After scoring 97 on Saturday, they got 44 in the first half last night. They were leading by 18 at the half. Tucker DeVries owned the first half, 15, 17 points, whatever it was in that first half. And the Knapp Center crowd was content. But, well, they got to play the second half, and the Sycamores were spectacular in the second half. Led by freshman forward Robbie Avila, they fought all the way back, finally took the lead with 17 seconds left. They led by 1. Corvassier McCauley hit a 3 to give them that lead. Then there was a mad scramble under the basket after a miss by DeVries. The ball tumbled out to the top of the key, and Drake's all-time leading three-point shooter, DJ Wilkins, hit a three-pointer. They win it by a final of 70-68. The Bulldogs 7-4. Sycamores fall to 6-5. They've lost 5 in a row. Now, while Avila and Corvassier McCauley each had 22 for ISU, the Bulldogs had 4 reach double figures. DeVries finished with 21. Now, there are 3 games tonight, and of course, the top of the list is the war on 74. Illinois State, Bradley, that bitter, I don't know how bitter it is, very respectful but emotional rivalry game between those two programs. And so they've tried to change the name some, and maybe the official people won't call it War on 74, but it's the best rivalry game title, I think, in the Valley and maybe in college basketball. The Redbirds have lost 3 straight, and they're tied for 9th in the Valley race. So winning a game on their most bitter rivals' floor tonight would turn that whole season into a smile. Bradley leads the all-time series 69-65. The two teams split last year, both teams winning at home. And the Braves, you know, they had that long winning streak snap this past weekend, so the Carver Arena crowd will be a little salty tonight, getting ready for their rival. The battle in the paint will determine this one, I think. You know, Illinois State's got some good bigs, but they're not as big and strong and long as Bradley's front court. I think that'll determine how this one goes. Valpo's at Northern Iowa, both of them playing well. Northern Iowa has won 8 of their last 10. They've moved into sole possession of third place at 7-3 in the league. And some of us, not me, but some of us had left Valpo for dead just a couple of weeks ago, but the Beacons have won 3 straight games and suddenly look like a dangerous basketball team in the Valley race. Player of the Year candidate Bowen Bourne, Titan Anderson, those are the headliners, of course, for Northern Iowa. That K-squared offense of Ben Krikke and Kobe King, they lead the way for the Beacons, but it's those other players that might determine this one, like those three freshmen from Northern Iowa, Landon Wolf and Trey Campbell and Michael Duax. And over on the other side, the freshly minted newcomer of the week, Quentin Green. He's really been playing good basketball. Assist leader Nick Edwards and resurgent junior Connor Barrett. Look for those players in the game tonight between Valpo and Northern Iowa. Belmont's at Evansville. The Purple Aces 0-10 in the league, and Belmont tied with SIU before last night at 8-2. The Bruins have won 6 straight, 9 of their last 10, and 2-time Player of the Week Ben Shepard ranks among the Valley leaders in 9 different statistical categories. He's having a spectacular season. There are 3 Bruins, though, that have been named newcomer of the week. Jacoby Gillespie, Cade Tyson, and Keyshawn Davidson have all won that award once. This is a very balanced team. Drew Freiberg has had a really outstanding season as well. They lead the league in three-point shooting. They're second in the league in overall field goal percentage. Belmont plays serious offense. Evansville's dropped 8 straight. They're last in the league in scoring, last in the league in preventing you from scoring. It's been a tough sledding ride, for new head coach David Ragland and the Purple Aces. He's trying to build that foundation he talked about on Monday, but it's been difficult. He said adversity helps you build that foundation. So we wish them absolutely the best going forward. Don't forget, Courtside Chat with Mike Kern this week. Wyatt Wheeler and Jay Hood will be with us talking hoops but it's been moved to Friday this week because of scheduling issues. Courtside Chat with Mike Kern be coming to you later in the week. Big games tonight. Tremendous basketball games last night in the Valley. I'm telling you, Arch Madness will be crazy. Anyway, I'm Harry Schroeder. Thanks for watching today. Remember, since you've been there, make it a better place. And we will be with you Friday with Courtside Chats and Mike Kern.